comparisons of our expenditures and our revenues for our district.
All right.
I'm going to make it real short. I'll talk real fast. I know girls' time is as precious as mine. If you want to get your sheets, yes, it's big. I didn't do a PowerPoint. First topic, just a real quick, revenue minus expenditures equals cash balance. This sheet, the next sheet behind that, is a comparison of expenses for the past 3 years and a comparison of the revenue. I'm just going to do totals. For 2010, expenditures were $12,673,977.63. 2011, $13,439,808.18.58. A difference, an increase of expenditures between 2010 and 2011 of $765,840.95. Let's go down to the bottom, and you see your revenues. I'm going to compare revenues, and for 2010, $13,154,443.52. 2011, and this is receipts.
Okay, I see.
And this is receipts and revenue coming into the district. $13,307,250.42. A difference of $285,375.06. Our expenditures were $765,840. Revenue was $285,375. You have more expenditures than you do revenue. And the difference is you have an increase of expenditures of $480,465.89. Let's go over between 2011. Let's compare 2011 to 2012. Your expenditures for 2011, $13,439,818.58. Your expenditures for 2012 was $13,275,638. An increase of expenditures again of $164,179.86. Revenues between 2011 and 2012. 2011 revenues was $13,307,250. Revenues for 2012, $13,333,573.38. The difference is $26,322.96 increase of revenues. But for 2012, your expenditures were increased again, $164,179.86. So I'm showing you trends of revenue and expenditures. Revenues are not increasing, but expenditures did. The next sheet, percentage of revenue. I want you to know where your revenue comes from. 71% comes from our SEEK funds, state. 29% comes from our local funds, property taxes, local taxes, utility taxes. And again, I'm just reporting trends, making you aware. Our SEEK funds, the next sheet, our SEEK funds depend upon enrollment and ADA. It also depends upon the state's budgets on how they're going to allocate to districts. Special needs student count, at-risk students, those qualifying for free lunch, that is how our SEEK funds are created. Next set of sheets. I want to point out that just a couple of things. If you see the shadow line on this document, in 910, our ADA is 1917. 2010-11, 1879. These are student counts. 2011, 2012, it went up, 1916. This year, our tentative, but these are our ADA from last year, 1904.292. As of present day, our forecast for 2013-2014, we have lost 50 students. And of course, you know, if you lose students, that's going to affect your funding. So if you want to flip over a couple of sheets, you can see the difference in the funding. The last sheet, let's go to the last sheet. not sure why I didn't include 9 and 10, but let's go to the second section from the bottom. You see seek state amount. Does everyone see that? 10 and 11. $6,548,927 was our funding for that year. 2011-12, $7,399,000. This is a tentative number for this year, $7,161,571. And our forecast for next year, $6,907,646. That is a decrease of state funding. Now, this gigantic spreadsheet that I've provided for you is, I think it will help you as board members get a clear picture. The descriptions on the codes to the left is each category. January is highlighted because that is the receipts, that is the month, that is current. All these receipts have been posted for January. Now, the way we figure the end of the year balance, or your end of year balance, is projecting. It is nothing concrete. We have not received all of our tax money yet. We have not received all of our SEEK money yet. So we have not received all of our utility money yet. So all you can do is project. Compare the last years and project. And I can update this with the board each month. I may not show you this big sheet, but yeah. I can give you those months and do a comparison. If you go across, you'll see the projection numbers. At the end, and I've highlighted, year-to-date total. That is with the projections. This is a comparison to end of year 2012. And I'll be quite frank with you. On this revenues that I have projected, I projected high. So let's hope that these numbers happen.
Okay, does that take into account the contingency fund and everything too? I mean, will you be able to leave at least 2% in there?
I'm going to get to that.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay, so this is your revenue, $13,144,085.67. That is what is projected. Okay, let's go to the next sheet. And this one, I know the board will be interested in because it is expenditures. And if I printed all of these codes, you would have about 5 pages. I've condensed them into salary codes, fringe codes,